Boom, guys, listen, we're back. Today we're gonna talk about, I don't know, I'm just gonna tell you a story first. Listen, I was out running like the day before yesterday, and it was freaking warm, okay? Like 37 degrees Celsius. Crazy shit, okay? We're here, Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, and we're out in the park and we were running. Amazing stuff. I went there with the intention of running really, really long, and I asked basically the boys around, hey, anyone wanna go for a run? And a guy called Sydney, he raised his hand up and was like, hell yeah, let's do a run, right? I told him, hey, you can run however long, I don't care, I'm just gonna run, blah, blah, blah. And he joined. And you know what? He had never run anything past 8 kilometers before. Crazy. To me, I'm mind blown, right? I can't even relate to this, but I probably had my first 8K at some point, maybe. I'm just joking, I never did, because I was just born, before I was born, when I was a fetus, I was running 100Ks in my mother's stomach. So I've already done my 100K before I came out of the womb, you know. And then I got shot into space like a monkey, and I turned into this, you know. The government gave me some vaccine, some secret vaccine. I've been watching The Boys lately with my girl. So maybe they gave me some compound V, and I turned into a superhero. Right? That's how I feel. Let me tell you guys. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's how I feel at least. But anyways, 8K, right? And I'm planning to do a lot more. No problem, no problem. You know what I admired what's so cool about running with Sydney now, this, you know, day before? Because we we're like, hey, let's try and hit 10 kilometers today. Let's try and hit 10 kilometers, right? So we had set a goal for ourselves, and that goal, if you look at the goal, guys, 8 kilometers here, 10 kilometers here. We're not aiming for this. We're just aiming a bit, you know, small. Aim small, miss small, right? And so, boom, we know that 10K is possible. We know that it's a possibility. Not that that's always the case. I'm going to get back to this point, exactly. I'm talking about goal setting and doing stuff. But what ended up happening is that we ran the 10K, and then we kept going. And we kept going. And we kept going. And I was asking Sydney, hey, how does your legs feel? And he's like, he's starting to feel it right now. You know, he's starting to feel it. And, you know, I do this thing, right? I don't want to say it. Should I say it? Oh, I'll say it, okay? I'll say it. Listen, if I run with people and they like ask me how far we've gone, or maybe we set the goal for like 10, when we're at like 11, I'll be like, yeah, we're at 9.5 right now. And then I tell people, hey, you tell me the next time you think we're at 10 kilometers, something like that. And then they won't say anything until we're like 15. Okay? You hear that? They won't say anything until like 15. It's all in the fucking mind, guys. Listen, it's all in the mind. When Sydney thought we were at 10, I tricked them. We were at like 12 kilometers. At 12 kilometers, and he was like, oh, are we, you know, are we at 10? No, we're at 12, because my watch died, and, you know, we had to use Strava instead to switch it over. And so we ran the last 3, absolutely blasted. I swear to God, we put up the pace on the last 3. It was crazy, because we had this time thing. We wanted to reach this time slot for the park, or to get home. So we tried to speed it up for that. And oh my God, was it warm, okay? I was absolutely cooked in my head. But listen, guys, you see that? You see how that works? Just because that's a mindset tool for you guys. It's a mindset tool. See how powerful that is? Stop looking at your watch all the time. He didn't know that we had hit, you know, 12 kilometers. He thought we were at 9.5 or something. And I told him something like that when he asked. Like, he was like, I told him to guess. So he guessed like 9.5. I was like, yeah, something like that. And then I said, you just tell me the next time you think we're at 10. And don't tell me anything before that. I don't want to hear anything before that. Just tell me when you think we're over 10. You'll have to gamble. If you ask me before that, you're lost. So you have to gamble, right? This is a tool I always use. And when it came to that time, we were at 12. So he had gone 2 kilometers past what he thought he believed, right? I'll tell you this too. This is very interesting. So we have like 2 laps left or something of this round around this lake, okay? It's a pretty, you know, pretty long lap around the lake. And it's so warm, oh my God, it was warm. It was so crazy warm, guys. There's no shade on this track either. It's just blasting heat, sun all day. And so we're on like we have 2 laps left. We're standing on this side of the water. We're gonna run around again. That's the plan. And so, and Sydney goes like, it's like, I'm gonna throw up, which is understandable. Anyone would, you know? You gotta throw up, you know? It's like, hey, I'm tired, hey, I'm this, right? He's pushing his limits. It's amazing to see. God bless. And I'm like, listen, the only reason you're feeling this way right now is because the end goal is here, okay? We're standing at the finish line. If we were at that side, you wouldn't have felt this way. You would have felt more powerful than ever because you knew that we would come around and be at the finish line. But since you're here, since you're standing here, everything's more difficult. That's how it always is. I'm astounded by the fact that I did my 100K. I can't believe what I fucking did. I'm a maniac, guys. I'm a fucking maniac. You know what I did? I ran 50 around the island back in Koh Samui. Then I ended up back at my house, okay? Basically my doorstep. Then I ran out 15. Then I ran back 15 to my doorstep. We're talking 75 kilometers. No, we're talking 80 kilometers. We're 80 kilometers and I'm standing at my doorstep. All I have to do is basically open the door and walk in, and it can be done. All the pain, all the suffering, everything can be done. But no, we keep going, right? We run out the last 10, and we run back the last 10 for 100 kilometers. Whenever you're close, like when you're doing some stuff and you have like when you're close on the finish line, like for a lap, for example, that's gonna be the worst part. But I swear to God, once you're halfway around the track, you'll feel better. You'll feel better because you know that there's no one going back. And that's how it is in life too, guys. When you put your back against the wall just like that, something happens to you. I swear to God. You start you become a fucking animal in here. Everything else fades once you put your back against the wall. Nothing matters anymore. It's pure performance. And that's what's so beautiful about this game. And that's what's so beautiful about putting yourself in situations like this. And putting yourself in situations where it's like there's no option. There's no option of going there, right? But I think it's also kind of beautiful to actually, play with that possibility of being like, hey, you're on the finish line. We might as well just call it a day. Well, fuck that, right? You want to train that ability to say, fuck that shit. We're going another lap, and then we're going to go another lap, and then we're going to absolutely blast and absolutely become a fucking freak, okay? I could have said, hey, enough is enough at 80 kilometers during my 100K run. I could have said it. I didn't. I went out for the last 20, like a half marathon, back and forth. You know, I had blisters. My toes looked like Mickey Mouse, okay? It was insane. I have a full video on it, by the way. You can go check that out. I think the annotation will be here. 100K run, okay? I got stalked by a ladyboy on a bike or something. I thought I was gonna get shot. Crazy shit, right? But it was so cool. But I just wanna say that because Sydney had never ran more than 8 kilometers, guys. And we ended up running like 15, right? In this insane heat, okay? We're talking heat stroke temperatures. I think we stopped by a 7-Eleven, or we'd stopped by this guy selling water and drank some waters and kept running. Blasted like that. It was so warm. He had never run more than 8. How the hell can he do 15? I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you exactly why he could do 15. You guys already know this. You guys are already where you need to be. The thing that you're fearing to do right now, the thing that you think is so, the thing that you're thinking is so impossible to achieve, it's right there. It's right there in front of you. Everything that stands in your way for you to reach out and grab this thing right now, to just pick it up and achieve it, is this, okay? It's this. This is stopping you. This is stopping you. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, do the thing and you will have the power. And it's so true, okay? You guys need to get out of your heads. Get out of your heads. If it's going to another country, you know how easy that is to go to another country, start a new life, for example, if that's something you're fearing of doing, but you want to do it, you know how easy that is? Make it so simple for yourself to win. Listen, the only thing that's stopping you is all these thoughts in here. I'm just making this an example, by the way. The only thing that's stopping you is the thoughts in here. all you have to do is put in some numbers on a card or whatever. You can probably just send them some cash in an envelope, I don't know. But, and that's it. You go to the airport, you sit down in a seat for a few hours, and you're in a new country. Congratulations, you started a new life, if that's what you want. Listen, if you want to go for a run, you put on some shoes and you get after it. It's that simple, all right? It doesn't have to be more difficult than that. The only thing that's stopping you is in here. Nothing comes, everything that you're fearful about doing is hindered by this, okay? Everything. I'm not saying that like Sydney could go out and do a 100K run. I'm not saying that. My guess would be that his legs would just freeze up, just like they have from me. You know, when I ran my first, I'm doing the same ultra marathon now in a bit, but last time I ran it, I was completely stiff at 50. I was like, right? This time that will be different, okay? Because I built up to it now. But hey, it's like, if you want to get from here to here, don't stop all the knowledge, stop all the researching, put on the shoes and go, okay? I'm not saying you'll get here, but you'll get here. And if you can get here, you can get here. And it's all because of this, right? Once you cut this out, stop thinking about it so much and just go for it, everything changes. Everything changes. I've now completely changed Sydney's life by dragging him through the mud on this 15K run. Not that, that's a, figure of speech. It wasn't actually in the mud. It was asphalt and a goddamn sun. But he now knows that he needs to cut this off and go for it, okay? It was an eye-opener. And I'm here to share that with you. Because I've experienced this so many times in my life. It's not like, you'll experience this once, and then you'll experience it again. And you'll experience it again if you just cut this out and start doing more. Because you always remind yourself that, hey, if I just put in the action, this is feasible, this is possible, this is something I can do. But again, it's going to be some repetition because this will always be the main, block, the hindrance. It will come in there and you will just start overthinking stuff. Boom, 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 boom. What if that? What if this? 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 And you need to cut that out, okay? Ignore the voices. Ignore the stuff in the head. Focus, okay? I need to take a deep breath. I need you to take a deep breath and focus on the task. This is what it's all about. I need you to realize that the thoughts going in here right now, the way you're thinking, what's stopping you inside here, that's very, very natural. But that is the thing that makes you stronger. Once you get past these thoughts, you can accomplish anything. That's how we do it, okay? That's how we do it. This is the main hindrance. This is how we do it. This is the muscle. I swear to God, this is a muscle, just like my bicep. This is a muscle. You can train it. You can become better at it. You can learn. You can learn a lot about yourself because eventually you'll learn that, hey, I got this. All right, just like Sydney did. He doubled his distance just by not thinking about it. He doubled his distance. Think about that. That's 100% increase in running distance, maximum running distance, because he did this. He cut this out. He didn't put on any special shoes. He didn't build up to it on a run on a treadmill. All he did was go for it, and you can do too. All right. With those words, I want to say thank you for watching. Take care, and God bless. Boom!